Hello everyone, I'm Amari, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I had my nice day nap, or sleep, so we're gonna get back into it. I might release these a little bit more frequently while I'm still in jet lag mode and not really at work. So we'll see, because I really like this. I want to get through like kind of the intro. Some great tectonic forces cracked the pavement like an eggshell. The damage looks like it could have been caused by an earthquake. I got my tools back. Yeah, after my untimely demise. Wait, let me just check that I actually did.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, a metallic drawer. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
I'm not gonna do the other stuff right now. So I want to investigate the body, but I have to talk to that guy inside as well. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Oh, there's a person here. Hold on, I want to talk to everyone.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Oh, I like that.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Keep listening.
From another planet. Hey there.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You could almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Days?
Upon days.
Upon days. How long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew.
Okay, that's dramatic.
Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
I dig your style, man.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers in appreciation of the digging of his style.
So tell me, what do you need?
Oh, I can ask him about the dead guy. Know anything about the dead man, the one hanging behind the hostel there?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
What?
Relax. He's merely joking.
Oh. Okay, and what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
So that's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Hell yeah.
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6.
That fallen A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man.
Yeah.
Yup, she's an old one. But
My
reliable.
brain's so smart.
Me and her spent a long time together.
Right, I had another
The
question.
man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh, should I ask for him for money? Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Oh. Makes sense. First work, then pay.
Makes sense.
Oh.
It sucks is what it does.
Oh, tell me more about this strike.
It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
Maybe I should go on strike.
Maybe you should. Cops don't get paid much and the hours are long. Plus, you can get shot. Why not?
I could get shot.
The RCM is a self-managing organization that operates on donations.
On
We
donations?
promote our own leaders. It would be like striking against your own mother.
Well, I don't know my mother, but I'd go on strike against her too, for my rights.
Okay. But do continue. You were asking about the strike?
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh, what do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang
Camionneurs.
around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eye.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if
Ooh.
trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
I have very low empathy, but might as well try it. What do you see in his eyes?
Ease into it.
Ah.
Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Ease into it. Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
I'm okay, man. Just... the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
The man recedes into his days of words.
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Okay, I'm good for now.
Don't be a stranger.
He gives a salute with 2 fingers. One suggestion I got for my build was so that I don't fail from depression is to get volition, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. My morale is at 0, so I should level this up. There we go. Does that help? Oh yeah, there's 2 plops here. Alright, that'll hopefully help me out so I don't quit my job of sadness again. I'll make my way over there. Hold on. I keep getting
This
distracted by other things.
Postnovatore mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good mail delivery box, pat the box. Oh, yes, good job.
The box
Game's weird.
seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Wow. Been there, post Leventure mail collection box. Been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic.
Healed
Thankfully,
morale.
So do you.
Woo.
You shudder. Then you swallow.
All right. I healed my feelings by petting the mailbox and talking to it and sympathizing with it. These are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Rue Le Saint Ghislaine, AB. Locked?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Main Hall, Andrew Orlando Hair, Art Mitep, 24H Window Hour, MS Fashion, Atelier, Fabron's Taxi, Slipstream, Fortress Accident, Vachol, Ice City, Main Hall Building, Whirl and Rags, East Delta Pinball entrance from Building B, empty card, leave. Okay, we'll look at that later.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Oh, reconstruct the movement.
The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber.
Start, crash, reverse, turn.
Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager.
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building.
Oh, it did? I don't see... Oh, barely stopping.
Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
Ooh. Is this connected to the case?
I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
A car drove through the fence.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage friendly city.
Alright, I think I got it. Oh my goodness. Is he tossing stones at it? The letter R wears a crown on the ribbon below, a light above descending. This is a logo of the municipality of Ravachol.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Get an exact count.
What do you think you are? A super
What?
detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Oh my gosh, good thing I got that extra morale. Man, I want to pet the mailbox again. What kind of boots?
Every worker's boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks point to them.
Noted.
I should save. There's stuff to look at here. Ah.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst.
Oh no.
His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Oh god.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Ugh.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
What? Oh, it's this kid. Alright, let's see if I won't throw up. Let go of your nose without throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Ew, try to walk it out. Away. Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Ugh. And the hangover on top of that, that's nasty. Ugh. Ew. Oh, gross.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst. until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of
Ew.
shish kebab.
Ew, God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks. Wipe your mouth. Oh, he gave me a handkerchief.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the wipe check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. The kid's rickety, a ladder is rickety but still climbable. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. A ladder for kids, it won't hold the weight of a grown man. Let's see if we can talk to these kids. Ooh, don't stop throwing.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead man can't be older than 12. Why is he doing
If there ever
this,
was
you
such a
weirdo?
thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Yells the other kid from behind the fence. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs.
Oh.
The kid's on drugs.
What? This kid's on drugs?
Yeah, Kuno, ride the lightning, Kuno!
You're like 12.
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
Rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
What the heck? Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Oh. Okay. But he's throwing rocks at the corpse. Are you kid
The
siblings?
fuck are you talking about?
He throws another rock.
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
No, I did not. You idiot. Hey, kids, wanna hang out? I'm not a narc.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
All right. Let's get those smelling salts first. Look, would they be reasonable enough for me to ask questions? Look, I have questions for you.
Alright. Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Jesus Christ, calm
The
down.
kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Shut up, Kunois.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Oh, like a cop. All right. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
Oh my god, these kids are annoying. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
That popo phone? Do you know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Is Kuno his name or he's like a title? Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesco or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You want to know where Kuno was? You want to know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Kuno's crazy.
Tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
It's lame.
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 That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
All right. More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something
You're
else.
testing Kuno's patience here.
You're testing mine. About the crime scene. You kids often play in, often play in the yard.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
The ladder. Ever climb it?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you would say that the ladder is unclimbable?
Fuck does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
Yeah, Kim, you write that
It's a
down.
trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno.
Ooh, climb it. So what's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kipta's gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Areopagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Areopagites of HeyAmarii. Not so much anymore.
Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it.
Ugh.
Shit's nothing to Kuno.
You mean the young woman by the whirling in rags, the gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, clearly. He looks you in the eye and nods as if agreeing with himself.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Ooh.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Okay, I'll ask her about that.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that.
No, I don't like...
Suspicious.
I don't like suspicious. I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something
Yeah,
else.
whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Okay, who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
The boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Interesting. You refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation? Right?
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't throw that bullshit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book.
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno. Help! Rape!
Whoa! The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah? Get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you.
Oh my morale! Oh my god. I've been... These bloody children. You know?
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now. You're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation,
I
right?
wish I was fucking dead. Fuck you, fuck
He
you.
watches you melt down stoically from behind the lenses of his glasses.
Oh, Kim,
Nothing
why
you
am I
can say
sad?
would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for so...
Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's not talk to the kids yet. I'll get those smelling salts and go the kid's ladder. Okay. Let's go. Oh, but I need the information about the herbs. I have to talk to the kid, but I'm not gonna ask him about his Kuno-ness. A winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. What's in here? I gotta go pet the mailbox too to get one more morale. Money. Magnesium. Does that mean my thing is healed? Charges? What does that mean? Oh, there we go. That kid's
An
infuriating.
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What is this? So why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Okay, I won't go there yet, but I'm gonna deal with this corpse first, and the gardener.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
We will in a moment. Can I go here? Oh, I guess I can. Okay. Alright, let's deal with these Kuno. Just to get information about the gardener.
There are several footprints in the mud.
Oh, I already
left
did
by-
this. Quick save.
Kuno's got this.
Okay, because I found the shack. Sorry, I cut out. I'm gonna cut out all of that. Like, I don't record during the times I'm catching up to where I was. I'm picking the same questions, just avoiding the ones that get me basically killed. I found that I can actually ask him about the shack that I discovered over there, but I'll do that later. Yeah, I already asked these questions, so I'm gonna
Kuno
be off.
doesn't fucking care.
Okay, that didn't hurt my morale, so that's good. I'll come back and talk to them later. Let's see if I can talk to the gardener, though, about these smelling salts, because I don't think I can handle the body while I have to cover my nose. We'll go investigate the shack before I confront the kid, too.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
The young woman watches the falling snow and
It
sighs.
felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March?
Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She smiles shyly.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
Squint your eyes and look at her intently?
All you can see is the fact that her skin is a different color from yours. That's literally all. You're gonna have to run with that.
Alright then, you're black.
What does that mean?
I don't know. So what kind of music do you listen to nowadays?
I don't know. Whatever's on the radio, I guess.
I need to ask about these smelling
What does
salts.
it have to do with snow
Do you
or
listen
gardening in
to
March?
disco?
I'm gonna say no.
Aww.
We should probably proceed with our business in Martinez.
Wait, but
Unless
I
you
need
have
these
more
smelling
official
salts.
questions.
We need directions.
Since the street sign's messed up,
Okay.
no problem.
She's very well composed.
Damn it. I wanted these smelling salts. I asked the kid about it. I have it here in my task book. Right? Or do I not? Oh, because I never tried to get the body, did I? Let's see. I'm pretty sure.
The corpse, you seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff.
Oh,
Active
maybe I
decay.
didn't do this.
It's okay to throw up, officer.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive.
Okay, I'm gonna vomit again. Maybe I didn't do this part. Ew.
Too late. Until a pool of vomit lies under your... The smell of Commodore.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. The hangover is clearly making it
there.
worse for you. You could use some ammonia. to clear your head.
Ammonia.
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with that young woman, the gardener, mentioned. If she doesn't have any,
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white.
Okay, there. It was Kim that I had to talk to about it. Oh, I could move faster by double clicking. Run. Run. Okay, let's ask her about the ammonia.
I can't believe it. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Do you still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
I already have one. I have a terrible headache already. Not a problem for me. Okay, maybe we can get the body down now. How do I... A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton and netting used to treat fainting spells produced by Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. Could I sell these items? Oh. Huh? Oh, maybe it's when I try to get the body down?
There he still is, looking right through you
8%?
with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
8% is very low. Let's look around first. Maybe I can talk to the kids again.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
we could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or...
Or pry bar.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in
Oh.
Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
All right. How am I going to get this down within 8%? Maybe there's something in there that I can use. Let's see if I can make these kids go away, though.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
I just want to ask you some questions. Take another step.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Wait, let's go. Let's do that later. Let's explore the shed. There's so many things I want to do. I'm like zipping around. Sorry. Okay, let's go in here before the kids run away, just in case I need to interrogate them about what's in here. Talk to the manager about the key. An empty tube of magnesolum magnesium supplement. A magnesium supplement you rub on your chest to live a happy magnesium-rich life. Is it okay to use? A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Of course it is.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear I was thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
The lieutenant points to the ladder in the corner.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
Okay, the part of my body is like, yes, do the drugs.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Oh, what? This ladder? Money! The poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. Okay, let's see where this goes and then go back. Ah. Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna climb all the way there. Okay, let's not. I'm getting distracted by so many things I want to do. Let's focus. Let's focus a little bit. Go talk to the manager about the key.
Can I help you?
Is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Fair
I
enough.
thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Oh, why is it callous? Nothing, sir. It isn't callous. It's common sense.
Okay then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
We need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, let's talk about Sylvie first. She left because of me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Ah, damn it. Do I have to tell the truth? I'm gonna tell the truth. She didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the wall.
You broke the skewer.
Yes. His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck.
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
It's a mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then.
Yeah. The man doesn't know what to say. He wipes his brow and stares at the counter.
Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...?
We were sort of hoping there would be a gun, an expensive jewel, or at least a sword in it for you, if you deliver the message. Oh well.
Yeah, I wanted, like, you know, forgive my debt. But let's talk about the karaoke I'm going to sing here later.
Absolutely out of the question.
Oh, I just did you a favor, though.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Yes.
Your body is ready, sire.
All right, so about that money I
Yes.
owe.
Have you got it?
How much I
A
owe
lot.
again?
A lot. Like
Okay.
what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard. A thing I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that said mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
On time,
We
you
should
say?
find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod. How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
I forgot what a day was, so thank you. Guard, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Sweet.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Oh, okay. Goodbye. What do we find out who's in the union box? Open trash container. We can do that now. I don't know how I'm gonna get the body down with an 8% chance. Maybe I just have to, like, save scum it? I don't know. 8% is not that much. I thought the smelling salts would help more. Alright, you little kunos. Wait, hold on, let me save. Save obsessively in this game.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Open the padlock with the key.
With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Why? What's this?
Just a feeling. A warning from some part of you.
No, open the lid.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Ew.
You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
That's great.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
I am used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Right. Dive
A
further.
box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Ooh, grab them.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Another dead body.
The victim's clothes?
Oh, the victim's clothes.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Bag the trousers.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
He looks into the container.
the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Ew. Bag the
This
shirt.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number.
It's
This is the kind of
nasty.
rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
Thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd
You know-
advise against confronting that force.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't confront him. He nods to the red-headed haired boy behind him. We need to ask the kids who put them there. You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
the
Okay.
lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
Search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels.
Ooh.
It's shiny.
Shiny.
Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Oh crap, it could be. I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has
I
the
found
RCM street grid on it.
it.
You've even got an autopsy form in there.
The miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board.
If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
I don't know. It must have been cramping my style.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations. And could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
I feel like he's scolding me.
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic cabbage of copy paper and plastic ever become très disco?
It is not very disco.
Challenge accepted. You should be on the lookout for stylistic elements that elevate this cabbage to heights unforeseeable.
Ooh, I should. Seems like a good idea right after the garbage, of course.
Good choice. Soggy carton and some kind of food sludge welcome you back, invitingly.
Officer, this is sensitive information. You need to take this seriously.
Okay, I'll do that.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Okay, I will. But the mug, I'm getting that mug too, though.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron.
Oh my gosh, an antique, maybe?
Only in its social sensibility.
I'm gonna take the mug. The lieutenant briefly glances at the mug, then returns his sight to the trash.
You've acquired an interactable item.
Hell yeah.
Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Okay, close the
The
lid.
container sounds a muffled gong.
Bong.
That's one thing off the list.
Save again. Let's look at these things that we picked up. Interact. Use Interact button in inventory to inspect the book. Interact.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Ew. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Gross.
It's a metaphor for you.
Oh.
Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Inspect the toilet paper?
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
I like that I'm getting experience from removing toilet paper. Inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Run your finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Looks like an official mark, made to be low visibility outside the right circumstances.
Uh-huh.
It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant
Oh.
mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned? Point to the sticker.
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
You mentioned your headlights on your Kanimas?
Yes, RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal halogen watermarks.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Sweet, that's all. Thank
Okay.
you. He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Is that good?
What do you mean? Is that all?
Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot.
Oh.
I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Oh. A nice brisk pace, the way I like it.
I prefer a normal caseload.
Oh.
It's a matter of method.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of a naming convention here?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
What's
a
the
title,
name?
one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Am I a writer?
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Can my case appear to employ some kind of naming convention?
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles, with clever and interesting clickbaity titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes,
Titular.
well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is
It's a
that?
holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named a case The Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
I get it, disassociating.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Jeez. Okay, count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room?
There is, for precisely one more.
Nice.
15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Commit to paper. Use the pen Lena gave you.
The tasks you've
Perfect.
completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple. A language developed for mental rigor and simplicity.
I'm so good at my job.
Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Great. Cross out the ones you've already finished. I am a
A
task
satisfying
maker.
slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. You're a swashbuckler with that pen.
Oh,
Harry,
hell
and
yeah.
it feels good.
It does.
Feels like completion. Things
my
to be done
morale.
and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
Ooh, the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now.
Now we do. I love that Kim. Oh, I like it when Kim, like, compliments me.
I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
So that's it?
The notebook is annual. It says 51 on what remains of its cover. A molten strap of cardboard. Everything prior to this must have
I'm
belonged
done
to a
inspecting
previous
these. Close
volume.
the case files.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers.
Okay.
They're a little further from your nose now.
Can I read the case files now?
Yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival on the scene, followed by the title. For example, HDB 41120111700, the Next World Mural.
Wait, HDB 41, weren't those Officer Precinct?
Why, yes, your precinct number is 41.
And HBD?
Every
DB?
last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Oh, it's my name.
HDB are your initials.
Horace Debbie Berenger?
That is improbable.
Okay, fine. How long does it take to read a
It
case?
takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised.
Oh,
Where do
okay.
you want to start?
Okay, I can revisit this, put the case files away.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
How about browse the yellow papers?
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Misconduct file.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I use these files to get money and pay back my debt?
But they appear pleasantly vague.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
All right, field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
So that's what I have to fill in. Enough of these closed
Yes,
forms.
all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
That's how I do my
The
job.
rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM.
Let's shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Is there?
And something small inside, light, made of paper or cardboard, or dried flowers perhaps. Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How do I open it?
With your hands, U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Oh, I have a pretty high chance. Let's smell the ledger first,
The
though.
acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the
Ew.
citrus zest of toilet cleaner. You know,
Delicious.
like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
I know. Sylvie already told me I dunked it in the toilet.
If you knew it was dunked in the toilet before getting chucked into the trash, why are you sniffing it?
To be honest, the option to sniff was there, so...
So you wanted to get in on the trash toilet stink collab. Find out what happens when those two get funky together? Okay, now.
Are you angry with me, Nose?
Yeah. Turns out your nose doesn't like self-indulgent literal shit huffing. Quelle fucking surprise. Come on, no more. The ledger is going back down, away from your nose now.
All right, let's open the hidden compartment in the clipboard.
Is not what
Are you
end
serious?
up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck.
Well,
the ledger
great.
quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Oh, put the ledger away. Let's inspect this yellow man mug.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here?
There's
Not much.
quite a lot to read into. I want to sell this. I'm going to find someone to sell this to, make money, and then pay off my debts. So we'll look at the
Oh
content.
boy, here we go.
Oh, God.
What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Where's the option to sell it? This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash.
Oh,
Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just
Aw.
finish your case, detective.
fine. I wonder if I could sell this, though. Okay, we'll put clothes, style your paperwork. I'm going to style it. Read the watermarks. Oh, right, let's do that. Wait. How do I get the body down, though?
There he still is, looking right through you.
Okay, I
with
have
his white
ammonia.
eyes.
Let's try.
The body pneumonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
How am I going to get this body down if I keep vomiting? This is a challenge. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
You feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically. Oh,
I've
he
seen strong
cares
men
about
turn
me.
themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Oh, why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole life?
I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
He pats your back
Then
again.
drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be fine.
I think I've lost my sense of smell.
There's a pause.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too.
Oh. Oh no, can we do something else? I don't want to solve something. I want to get this. Do it without me. I just can't keep it down.
This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
He withdraws his hand and looks you in the
You
eye.
need to get your shit together.
Okay. Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Okay.
You've gained a thought.
Oh.
When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Finally, my tutorial agent is back. I didn't realize I shut it
Give
off.
it half
Turn
an
it back
hour.
on.
Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. volumetric shit compressor. Volumetric shit compressor. Internalize. Nice. So while that's going, what other things should I add to myself? At least my morale isn't so pathetically low anymore. Wield a raw intellectual power, deduce the world, encyclopedia, call knowledge, rhetoric, practice the art of persuasion, enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. I like that. Drama, play the actor, lie and detect lies, conceptualization, understand creativity, see art in the world. Visual calculus, reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. Charm men and women, play the puppet master. Spirit de corpse. Understand cop culture. I don't know. Like, I don't know whether I should stick to this tree here, like, since I have 5 intellect, or whether I should, like, be branching out, maybe get endurance. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'm not gonna level up yet. Okay, we have a few things that I could do, like, oh, like it turned to afternoon, like the direction of light actually changed. We cannot do that. I don't know where my badge is. Keep searching for the collar. This might take time. That's... read the watermarks. Here we go. Let's read the watermarks.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, how do I turn on the headlights?
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Press engine start.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rounds per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life.
Oh my
whiny
god,
growl.
it's so loud.
Like a leopard waking from its sleep, yawning and roaring at the same time.
Press the button labeled headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click,
Yes.
casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Okay, close the door. So I'm standing in front.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Where are we on this? Point to the halogen map.
Let me see.
He takes the ledger for a moment and inspects it.
Right here.
Seems nice. He says his finger near the top of the map on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean.
No, it
Oh.
does not.
Oh. Look at the perforations.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next
The
one?
next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Count them individually.
You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
It's weird, like I didn't know that I could heal myself by doing things, and now I'm like, oh man, I should save those. What about the last row?
The last row has 3 perforations.
3, that's it.
That's it.
Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean? Point to the dots in the watermark.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, 18 years I've done
That's
this?
what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Got drunk like a megastar? No, I feel like that happened after. You really think I have any idea?
Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
216 to be exact.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
What? So why am I not getting paid more? See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I was expecting a higher number, honestly.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones.
Aww.
So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
Oh, he says, declining to elaborate. How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
Oh, look at us bonding and you talking about my problem without talking about
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Oh, like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a hobby.
Why not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
That's a good idea. Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go. Put the ledger away.
I'll go turn off the lights.
He presses a remote control on the key.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Oh, this one. Superstar cop. I'm a superstar. Good cop, bad cop. But my name is still unknown. Oh, wait. What could be... This will take time. Who put... Oh, right, because I have to read them. Who put clothes in the trash? We can ask Gart. Save. Let's go ask Gart. And then if not, we will ask those snotty little kids, and hopefully I can get that body down somehow. Oh, I can go in the kitchen.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Goodbye. Let's go into the kitchen. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. And I got money. I am going to make that money from just
A
taking
thin
it.
man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Okay, fine. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You got some impressive pots here.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each
Why
of
is his
his
name
pots in turn.
Garancy Quebec here, though?
It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Well, that was useless. Let's go here.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Touch the
The
door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Try to push the door?
The door does not budge.
I wonder where this door
You
leads.
do? It's
They
a
look-
door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The
I don't
winch,
know.
outside, in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
Ooh. There's a winch outside on the roof like that of a small elevator.
Well, if there was a winch, I suppose we could look into it. As a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side investigation.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
We shall ask him. Hey,
Can
Gart,
I
we're
help
back.
you?
Gart, I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Ooh. I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Find a way. Could I use the winch thing for it? That's not open yet. It's gonna be tomorrow. The winch is back here, right? This. Yeah. Oh, I can't interact with it anymore. How am I gonna get this body down? Oh, I have to wait. Oh, it's almost done. You know what I could do while waiting? I could interact with my damaged ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash.
Read a
It
case
takes
file.
about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
The next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
How juvenile and stupid. What? Well, just because. You know, for no other reason, I'm just gonna keep the mural.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Oh my gosh. The middle class are not to be blamed, it's human nature. I like it, but can't we wreak havoc on other nations instead? I don't like this internal fighting.
Did someone ask what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger? What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
I can revisit this.
Not much has changed in the...
Okay, so does reading this, finish this style your paperwork? Right? This will take time. Alright, so now I have...
Volumetric shit compressor.
Yes, I have completed this thought.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
All endurance white checks unlock learning cap for endurance raised to 4. Oh, cool. Nice. So now I can inspect the body, right? Quick save. Let's see if I have better time at it
There
now.
he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
My
the body
shit is
below
compressed.
is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
I love these
Emitting it
modifiers.
is all it does now.
The modifier is +6 to shit compressed.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Ooh, inspect boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatons.
Oh, the lieutenant uses a memo technique, A6. That's not just any notebook. It's a classic.
Thanks, super useful to know.
It's all you, baby.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Oh. What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Ah.
The
Understood.
sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Jeez.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real,
Wait,
unadjusted for rank.
my yearly pay is 5,500 real only?
Not too much, yes.
Sounds puny, no wonder I can't pay my hostel bills.
It's a sorry situation, I agree.
Okay, how could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way
he
beyond what a guard can
agrees.
afford.
I love getting complimented or like agreed or like Kim agrees with me. Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the
With a
lines.
smooth, glossy surface, fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips his drawing ball pen, a point of his pen on his tongue.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
I'm not gonna lie to my best friend Kim.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Okay, let's pull that boot
The
off.
stench fills your nostrils.
Ooh.
As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not... Do what?
Pull his head off.
Oh, okay.
There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
Ew.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants.
You do understand the boots are steeped in cadaverine odor, don't you?
Oh, you're right. I didn't think this theory was an impulse thing.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet
Oh,
now.
no, that's gross.
Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Oh, steal a dead man's boot, but that would be dishonorable. Refuse for honor.
All right then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points.
There are
How
honor
many
points?
honor points have you? Of course there aren't. Don't be naive.
What's gonna happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Okay, fine. Back off and look up the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently, this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers found from the harbor did
The
it.
brief suggested as much,
Yeah.
politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life. Certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
Okay, cool. How did they even get him up here? Up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder? Point to the one at the side of the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
Oh, shoot, we wouldn't be able to cut it. Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in
How do we get him
tattoos.
down then? Inspect the
An
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a map of the night
A
sky?
map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
Interrogate Sunshine. Mini.
A Trigget Sunshine?
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the sides of the apparatus. A thin slot shines
I
there.
have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera to the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting, then...
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It's no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Oh, wow. Inland Empire, tell me, who are you, dead man? I wonder if I could... Yeah, let's try it.
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
I was saying it mostly to myself.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Yeah.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Ew.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Observe.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
That's so gross.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Yeah. Yup, seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before assigning a probable cause of death.
Okay, I think he's
I
dead.
agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
Totally. The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago.
That sounds about right, yes.
Something is coming out of him, that black sludgy
The
stuff.
pool of blood and feces
that.
has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Oh,
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
I forgot that Kuno was there.
Talking about shit.
Maybe we got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
Okay, he's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Oh, because they've been throwing rocks.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Back off and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch.
Okay, so
Only the cadaver
how-
filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So how do we get him
Are
down?
you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
I think we did. We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
We could saw the branch, but that's really high. Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
Oh, not his head, like the straps.
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Point to it there. The buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Oh.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket
Oh, yeah, Kim, be a
and
badass.
produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world.
And Kim makes it look cool.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's position, taking aim.
Fellas.
The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Shoot that motherfucker down.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding
Oh,
tenements.
come on, Kim.
A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
God damn it.
"A lot of things were wrong with that shot. The fellow's was the wrong choice. His shoulders were raised, but above all, he cannot trust his eyesight."
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
You know, you don't feel like too bad of a shot yourself.
Ooh. Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go
Yes.
ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
Continue.
We only have one gun!
Oh, shut it.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani pointer! Take it and
Banani.
shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger. You've held this, an A9 Armistice, before. At some point, it probably used to be your choice of firearm. It still feels comfortable, like you never laid it down.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Ooh. Say shut up.
For what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna
Why would I
fuck me,
close
kid?
my left eye
Is that what
first?
this is about?
Close your left eye?
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry
Oh, that
now,
helped.
fucking faggoty?
Branch movement analyzed. I wanna like point the gun at those kids, but I should not. Alright, let's pull the trigger. Did it work? Well, shit.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
Ask for another shot. You'll get it with the next one. The goddamn light reflected off some window. Surely.
Surely. There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. You've been missing it. Start crying, you're sensitive. What are these? Can you reload, please? I need
The
another
cadaver
shot.
is already compromised bad enough. We don't have to make it worse.
No,
It
no,
came
no.
out wrong. You made it sound like you're some sort of roulette addict looking for a fix. Ask again. More controlled this time.
Please, Kim.
There is silence.
Vittupa wants to fuck up again bad.
There's something wrong with your weapon. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
It's
Ah,
not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
no, Kuno. If we can't shoot him down, no one will.
Cop's bitter because he fucked that corpse up, Kuno. What a fucking kurpilla.
They have choice, very choice swear words and insults.
We still need to get him down somehow.
But how? His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse.
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help.
Okay.
They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
But how do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
Who is Everard Clare?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're
Oh my-
Kuno's bitches.
Shut up, Kuno. Let's get to it then. Damn it, I was hoping that we'd be able to shoot him down.
Lonesome. Long way home.
Ooh.
Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market, past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake, the frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone. And so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now.
Learning cap or perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psych. Oh. But I don't know where I live still. Great. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with this later. We have instant photo of the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man. From the right shoulder to the
Okay, we know
solar
this part.
plexus. It
Continue.
still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky.
Who
But
are you?
something's not right. Gone.
What's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
Awesome. Alright, so what have we got? Rest of the armor. Run the number on the victim's armor in the car. Ask him to tell you about the case. Oh, right. Victim's tattoo, getting the body down. Awesome. Man, it's so hard to put this game down. Hey, go over here. I should save. Okay, we will head back to the car so I know what I'm supposed to be doing next time, which is running the armor numbers. And then we have to go to the harbor, I think. Or try to find a way to the harbor, which I don't know where. Do we even have a map? We do! We are here. Fisherman Shacks Church. That looks like the harbor. I wonder if that, where the... Was it the secret door that leads to it? These are found white checks. Those on white are available to try now. What does it mean? White checks. Oh, repeatable? I don't understand. Anyways, we will end the episode here and we will pick up next time as we continue on this mystery. I truly love this game. This is a really fun experience. It's really hilarious at times and kind of disgusting. But so yeah, until the next episode, guys, take care.